Well, that's what I think. So anyway, we're going to be on break for the next 2 minutes. We'll be back. So everybody, check out our website, nightdreamstalkradio.com.
You thirst for some significance of the both dimensional kind. You enter a realm of spirit, of sight and sound and mind. Your radio is a cosmic doorway and your psyche begins to spark. When you tune in to Gary and the Sun and Night Dreams After Dark.
Night Dreams Talk Radio, After Dark, wants to give a big shout out to all the truckers that listen to our show. Coming to you from some far point station, like a cosmic tumbleweed, both north and south of the Pleiades. Here's your host, Gary Anderson.
Boy, that thunder. Well, it's just past the house, so I'm happy. James, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. We can get in a little bit of crazy news here. We got a little bit of time before Joe comes on. And, well, the police rescue a wallaby struggling nearly 4 miles offshore in the ocean.
Oh, wow. That's, geez. And they're not very fast, I don't think, but that is something there. I haven't heard much about them fires. I wonder if that had a lot to do with it.
I have no idea, but you know what? 3 lotto ticket winners. Well, their hot streak ends. This time they only won $250,000. Now, remember, I've been talking about this person that went in and won, $1 million, then they won 500,000. Now they're down to only winning 200. What is going on? How can one person win all that? And it seems like it's like every week and a half.
Yeah, you're reporting this every week. I'm telling you, these are some of the luckiest people I've ever come across every week. They're not winning just once, they're winning twice, and they're winning, quite a sum of money.
I'm moving, to South Carolina.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
That's what's all going on.
Yeah. Gee, I didn't know that South Carolina had that extra amount of money. I mean, this person is off these scratch-off tickets and lotto tickets. Crazy.
It is crazy. I've never seen such lucky people down here in South Carolina. God bless them.
Now, at least somebody's winning. I sure haven't. And you know what? I mean, I gave up gambling when I went to a casino. And the machine, went crazy. And I supposed to have won the machine, $100,000. But, it went through the whole cycle. I maxed it all out on everything with my bet. One of the people that worked in the casino, one of the cleaners, that wipe the machines down, she saw that I won. And she was, ecstatic. And then that whole bank of machines went dead.
Oh, gee.
It just went dead. So I get the, pit boss or whatever you call him to come over. And I said, hey, I just won. No, you didn't. The machines all went down. And I said, well, as I won, and it said that I won this amount of money, it went dead, along with about 5 other of the machines, which I thought was always coincidental, strange, you know what I mean? And
it sounds like, yeah.
So then they said, well, maybe there was a computer glitch. Hang on. Half an hour later, he comes back and he goes, well, you know what? There was a computer glitch that the computers crashed. That controls the games. But I said, I won. Well, do you have proof you won? Well, hey, the lady right, over there was standing right there and she saw that I won. Well, that's not proof. But I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give you $50 and we'll give you a ticket for you can have dinner.
Wow.
And so that was my last urge of ever going and gambling. Never thought about gambling again. I wouldn't buy a lotto ticket. No way. That burned me out.
I could see why. It looks like accidentally on purpose they wasn't going to pay you. Huh? I used to gamble too, and I quit too. It's a little bit different scenario, but yeah, I gave up gambling myself.
I don't know. I just, think it was coincidental, and then they said, oh, we'll get back with you. And then never got a phone call. I called them. Oh, we're still investigating it.
Yeah, that means that's pretty much saying the check's in the mail.
Yeah. No checks in the mail. Anyway, right. Can you imagine you are coming home from work and you're getting ready to go up your walkway and you find a big cardboard box, sitting on your sidewalk going up to your porch. You wonder what it is. You open up the box and you're in total shock. What somebody did is put 2 baby bear cubs in a box and dumped them off at his house.
That's horrible. Gee, many Christmas. What is wrong with people? That's horrible to do that to a couple cubs, especially if the mother was still alive and looking for him or was in the backyard looking for him. Huh.
Yeah, whatever. But it's also bad to do that to a person, too. Because, the trauma that would put you through. You open up the box and you see 2 little baby cubs just sleeping away.
Absolutely. And if the mother's in the backyard, that would really be bad for the person opening the box.
Well, I don't think it was in the backyard because somebody somewhere maybe hit the mother, whatever, and then felt guilty and put them in the box and figured, hell, I'll just let somebody else deal with it.
They could at least took it to game warden or somebody, environmental, somebody that could actually help them. Not put traumatize somebody, put them on their front doorstep. Wow.
Yeah, well, pretty much next to it was up the walkway to the doorstep. But hey, what can I say? Well, in Australia, a reporter is doing a report on, poisonous snakes and stuff because of the fire. And while she was doing it, one of the snakes decided to attack the hand microphone she was talking into. She was lucky. She could have got bit.
Absolutely. And, that's another, because, I always watch for patterns in all my research and investigations. And one of the patterns is snakes. And you've had to see that just by reporting them. The snakes that have attacked people within the last couple of months have really been on the rise, Gary.
Well, yeah. Now I'll tell you what. When I go into the library with my magazine to relax, I make sure I take a good look in that toilet bowl to make sure nothing is coming out. The worst things you have to, what I did a lot of research, is when you're on a septic system That's when a lot of these snakes can get into it a lot easier. They can go right, into the septic tank, right? And go right into the drain pipe that, for your dishwasher, your faucets, your toilet. And the next thing you know, they're going to probably go to the very first opening that's big enough, which is going to be the toilet one.
Yeah, and the poor people, the few million people that live in South Florida where there's an overrun of infestation of pythons, the odds down there of that happening is actually probably higher than anywhere else, I would imagine.
Well, you know what? I'm surprised they haven't thought about it. The iguanas that were falling out of the trees, when they had that cold spell.
Yeah.
Why didn't somebody think about going and picking up these snakes all over?
But they probably were, actually, because, they actually, I've seen documentaries on these where they actually hunt them every night. They go down on the paved roads out in kind of the country because the pythons like to crawl in the hot roads at night to heat up. And that's how they find a bunch of them, just by driving. But, yeah, that was a good idea, too. They should have went out there, had a special big man hunt to find those things. So it's like the iguana. It's a reptile. When it's real cold, they're going to be like froze. They can't move.
Yeah, but you didn't catch what I was saying. Back when these iguanas were falling out of the trees, there were some people that, figured, hey, I'm going to make money off of this. And they got their boxes and shopping carts, and they started picking up all these iguanas, and they put them on, like, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and all that. And they were selling iguana meat. Now, I would not feel bad if somebody was doing it with these snakes in Florida, gathering up and, hey, you want to buy some python or bullet, meat? We got it at a great price. Tastes like chicken from the grass.
Chicken. Yeah. Gee, yuck.
Well, the iguana tastes like chicken from the tree. Well, python tastes like chicken from the grass.
Yummy. No, thank you. I'll take your word for that one.
When I think about snakes and food, I keep thinking about that couple that were making their pepperoni pizza, and they got, something they weren't expecting, a rattlesnake on their pizza, nicely cooked, well done. Anyway, in Indiana, bartender, on a $64 bill, the person gave her a tip. And it certainly wasn't $1 or $2 or $5 or $10. It was $2,020 tip.
Wow, that's talk about over tipping. Now I wonder if that was an accident or they did it on purpose to help somebody out. Probably.
Well, I don't have the slightest idea, but that's what it says in the news. And how can you accidentally hand somebody $2,020 accidentally? That's a wad of cash.
That's a big accident, wasn't it? Jeez.
Yeah. Well, in South Carolina, a construction crew found an artillery shell. Not from World War II, not Korea, not World War I, but from the Civil War.
Wow. And, these old shells, even from World War I and World War II, there's some of them, if they've never been fired off, they're still dangerous. So I don't know about the Civil War, probably is too, but, oh boy, you wouldn't want to step on that.
Yeah, they showed it. I don't know if they were the type that had explosive in them, or is this, the big hunk of lead that came down? I have no idea.
Oh,
well,
gotcha.
A loose kangaroo was spotted on the loose in Florida.
That's a new one. See, there you go. That's another evasive species that has either escaped from somewhere or somebody got tired of it and just set it free. And all it takes is a few of them. Next thing you know, you're overrun with them.
Yeah. Well, they're cute, though, aren't they?
Kangaroos?
Yeah, they kind of like, hey, you know what? You ever want to take up boxing? Get a kangaroo. Kickboxing, that is.
Listen, them kangaroos could kill you with their legs if they kick you a certain way in the right spot. They actually could hurt you and kill you. They might look cuddly, but they can be very dangerous, and they're very muscular. You ever see some of them? They look like a bodybuilder.
Oh yeah, but you know what? There's a big thing in Asia that the kick fighters and all that.